has had an incredible launch, with it being Blizzard's fastest selling game ever, and next to the main game already filled with lots of content, they plan to support the game for years to come, with big new content updates, which I will cover in a minute, but also patches and hotfixes. Hotfixes are things they can apply on the server side, like a fix for the bug where elite enemies would spawn way more often than intended. Yeah, it didn't look great. And you also have the patches that actually require a download and will be mostly focused on class balancing. We can expect a lot of these updates regularly without providing actual new content, and while we wait for the first big content update, there are already new items up for grabs to collect for your game. There are Twitch drops available, which is a variety of gear and weapon cosmetics to earn from watching at least 3 to 6 hours of Diablo 4 streams with drops enabled. From June 5th to July 2nd, each week a specific class will enter the spotlight, starting with the Rogue and Necromancer in the first week, Sorcerer in the second, Druid in the third, and lastly the Barbarian to round it up. The two items will always be a recolor of a weapon and a fitting back trophy, and they can vary from this epic Azure Hand Heartpiercer sword to the creepy Font of the Mother back trophy for the Druid, for example. Nice free grabs. To be able to earn these Twitch drops, you have to make sure you link your Battle.net account to your Twitch account, and after watching the required amount of hours of a Diablo 4 stream for an item, you must claim the drop on the channel you're currently watching or in the drops inventory menu on Twitch. The item will then pop up in your game after a few minutes. There's also a special Primal Instinct mount that you get by gifting Diablo 4 creators 2 subs on any tier, and then you can claim the mount in your drops inventory. They look really cool with the stripes and the sigils on the skin, an awesome way to travel around Sanctuary. Of course, the shop will also rotate items every week while we wait for the new season, but they will also add special seasonal items when the first post-launch season starts around mid to late July. These seasonal events will add new gameplay features, quest lines with old and new characters that are separate from the main campaign, new legendary aspects to earn, and battle passes with unique rewards. We will take a closer look at what we know about the battle pass in a moment. There are also new bosses and other major encounters planned to drop during each season, as well as new challenging dungeons, and they are working on more enemy varieties, so there should be enough exciting new content to try out. There will be 4 seasons a year, so one every quarter, and to participate you have to have finished the main campaign with one character first. You start the season with a brand new character though, in a special seasonal realm, but after the season ends, that character will be moved to the Eternal Realm, which is the main game world, where it will remain playable. You can also rebirth an existing character for the seasonal realm, but you will still start from scratch at level 1. And guiding your level 1 character through each season will be a season's journey. This system makes a return from Diablo 3, where you can earn rewards by completing objectives organized into chapters. Each chapter contains a certain amount of objectives, which can vary from easy ones like collecting an amount of resources or completing a dungeon. But what's different in Diablo 4 is that you don't have to finish all of them within the chapter in order to get the rewards and advance to the next. In this example here, we can see that you only need to complete 7 of 9 objectives to earn rewards and unlock the next chapter. That's very nice in case there is, for example, a PvP style objective, and if you're not really interested in doing those, you can just skip that one. And the rewards are looking very promising. Next to a box of crafting materials, we also see a legendary aspect icon for the Codex of Power. You can of course already collect the base game ones right now by completing dungeons and then apply them at an occultist on a rare or higher quality item. We made a video about some cool ones you can earn early, link in the video description. But during these seasons, new legendary aspects will be added, and you can only get them for your Codex of Power through the season's journey. The new aspects can also drop on legendary items, like there will be new unique items to earn, but then you of course have to be lucky, and you're also limited on how many items you can apply the aspect to. These new legendary aspects and unique items will stay in the game after the season is over, by the way, so they will be added to the overall pool, and most of the seasonal items like cosmetics and aspects are account bound. However, if you play with a hardcore character and die during the season, the things you collected on your character like gear and weapons will disappear. And the final icon we see with the chapter rewards is the favor resource. You can obtain these by completing seasonal quests, slaying monsters and participating in world events, but each cleared objective and chapter completion also rewards them. Favor is needed to level up through the tiers of Diablo 4's battle pass, so let's talk about that and go over some other new content we can expect. But first, if you liked the video so far, totally leave a like and subscribe to not miss more Diablo 4 content like this. Because yes, Diablo 4 will have a battle pass where each tier can give you rewards like unique cosmetics, emotes, emotes, but also a new currency called Smoldering Ashes to spend on buffs for your seasonal character. More on that in a moment. So just like any battle pass, there are free unlocks and paid unlocks. For the premium battle pass, you have to pay 1,000 platinum, so around the $10, but there is also an accelerated battle pass for 2,800 platinum, so $25. This includes all perks of the premium battle pass, 20 tier skips, and an exclusive seasonal cosmetic. And completing all the tiers will include special rewards like 2 full seasonal themed armor sets for every class and a mount with fitting armor. During the May 2023 developer update, they showed this work in progress screen of what the first season could look like, and man, if you're into dark and creepy sets, this is totally the one for you. We also see on the next tier page that you can earn weapon skins and platinum in the premium tiers, which is the currency you can use in the shop. But let's look at the Smoldering Ashes that you can earn in the free and paid tiers of the battle pass. You can spend this new currency on season blessings that can provide special bonuses like an XP boost earned from monster kills, a boost to the amount of gold earned from vendor sales, a bigger chance to get rare materials from salvaging items, and a longer duration for all elixirs. The buff can be leveled up to a maximum of 4 times, and the bonuses will only last until the season ends. Now, worth noting is that you can't just start collecting Smoldering Ashes from the moment you start the season. You also have to reach a certain character level in order to use them. So players who bought the tier skip can't get a head start at the start of the season, since you can already receive Smoldering Ashes at tier 8 as we see here, but your character needs to be level 10 in order to use them. One thing that is important to know is that Smoldering Ashes do not transfer over to the next season. The collection will be reset, so you better spend them all on the boosts of your choosing to get absolutely everything out of the season. And finally, for players who are looking forward to a continuation of Diablo 4's main campaign, Blizzard is already working on 2 expansions for the game. In an interview with Kinda Funny, Rod Ferguson, the general franchise manager of Diablo, shares the following.
We're finishing up season 1, we're working on season 2, we're working on expansion 1, we're kicking off expansion 2. All that's happening right now.
So that is great news. The developers already mentioned that the story of the campaign will be expanded through post-launch expansions, but that they are already working on them is very promising. And they also note how they will keep listening to feedback through the post-launch and see what type of content we like, so then prioritize that. And it looks like we get some gem upgrades as well, as Datamine ARPG found new rarities for the skulls in the game files. Right now, Royal is the max upgrade we can get to, which unlocks at level 70, but that is 5 out of the 8 in this image. So seems like we can expect new upgrades on level 80, 90 and 100 in the future. Really curious about the first season, and when we get new info we will of course let you know here, so totally subscribe to miss nothing on anything Diablo 4. A like on this video would really help us out, and if you want you can watch our previous video by clicking on the screen. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!